Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kenya and this is TheKBview. Thank you guys so much for watching. And to the ones who have liked, shared, and subscribed to the past videos, I do appreciate the support. Going forward, please continue to like, share, and subscribe. I do need all the support that I can get. So, and leave comments. And thank you to the ones who have. I appreciate them. Good, bad, or indifferent. I like to know the feedback. Okay, so moving on. In this video, I'm going to talk to you guys about a lesson that I got today. I just got it. And when I get lessons or get some enlightenment or understanding of something, I get so excited and I want to share. I'm like, oh, I figured that out. And I want to share with everybody. That's just the teacher in me that wants to just teach everybody and want everybody to learn. Well, not even so much the teacher in me, the student in me, really. That's more accurate because I am a student of life, as are you, and I would encourage you to always look at yourself like that. And if you look at yourself always as a student of life, you're going to always go through life looking for understanding and lessons, and you're going to want to always be trying to figure things out and not just accepting life as it just is, right? You're trying to really get some understanding to this stuff in hopes of mastering yourself and mastering your time here on this earth so that you can figure it out. So, because that's what your spirit wants you to do, right? That's what you're here for. So, I want to talk about a story, a lesson that I experienced that I got. I was talking on the phone yesterday to my mom and my sister, and we were talking about an event that happened. And in the story, I had mentioned this guy's name. I said, "Oh, I remember such and such was there. The guy that died." That's actually how I described him. I was like, "The guy that died that was there, my dad's friend." So let me just say right now, I hope this is actually my father's friend that passed away. So I hope my father won't be offended by me sharing this story. I'm sharing this experience because in hopes of somebody's understanding and some lessons being taught, right? When I get something, I just immediately want to share it, and I want everybody to get it. And I hope that even my father can learn something from the video or the experience as well. And if he sees that my only intentions and my only purpose on life, really, guys, is to help us get these lessons and get this understanding, and to help each other, myself and everybody around me that I can come in contact with. I am going to always be dropping jewels and giving out lessons as I get them and share them. That is my purpose on earth, and that's just what I do. So I hope that he won't be offended. I hope he understands that it's just really for somebody else's understanding that I'm sharing this experience. So again, like I said in the story in the beginning that we were talking about this man that I thought had, we weren't talking directly about him, we were talking about an event, and I said that this guy died, and he didn't. So my mother's like, no, he didn't die, that man's still alive, whatever. Okay, well, glad that he was at the time. You'll figure it out where we're going with this. So this morning, this happened yesterday, so this morning I was leaving my parents' house, and while I'm leaving, my father was getting out of his truck, and he said to me, "You remember that man that y'all was talking about on the phone?" And the kind of the way that he said it was kind of threw me off a little bit because it kind of almost felt like, he was saying it was our fault almost, but he wasn't. So he was like, "Remember that man that y'all said yesterday I was talking on the phone with, and y'all said died? Well, he died." I was like, oh, well, Dad, those are, just words. I didn't know at the time. I said, well, we didn't say anything bad about him. I didn't know, I thought he had already died. And my mom said, no, he didn't. And that's kind of all we really said about him. But I was immediately reminded of how careful we have to be with our words, how we have to be taking responsibility for our words and ownership of our words. They can't just come out of your mouth and do and go wherever they want and just land in the universe without no responsibility on your part. Be careful of what you say. I am not suggesting that by me saying, oh, that man that died because I said he said that. No, I'm not saying that at all. I didn't cause his death. I don't have the power to do that. I'm not saying that. But it did make me be mindful that power of life or death is in the tongue. And not necessarily life and death as a sense of breathing and no longer breathing, but we'll get into that. So I was immediately mindful of that as soon as my father said it to me. And I think it just threw him off because we had just said that, right? And again, I didn't cause his death, and I didn't never feel like I did. I didn't feel like I bared any responsibility by saying it. Again, I just knew in that moment, Kenya, you always have to be responsible with your words, even if it's an accident, right? Even if some stuff just slip. If you stop and think about what you say before you say it, and know what you're talking about before you say it for sure, know exactly what you're talking about, you can kind of minimize some of those mistakes and those chances to say, oh, I got it wrong, or I was sorry. Just know what the hell you're talking about before you open your mouth. And that's for me. So anywho, he dropped his body, and I have to stop saying dead because you can never destroy energy, and that's all he was. Not all he was, but that is what he was. It still is a form of energy, as we all are. And energy can never die. It can never be destroyed. People can never die. You can drop your body. Your body can no longer be of any use. You will drop it. It will go back into the earth and become part of the earth again, and so forth. But that spirit will continue to live on as it always did. It has never been destroyed. So, again, I'm not saying that I caused his death, but I want to just, this video is really to get you to understand how you have to be careful with what you say and what you speak and what you put out in the universe. If you dare, for whatever reason, you feel like you got to talk to somebody because you got something to say, you dare open your mouth to speak to another human being for whatever reason. If you are not using those words to enlighten, to heal, to speak prosperity and life, wisdom and understanding and mercy and awareness and enlightenment, hopefully some awareness into someone's life, if this person doesn't feel like they was raised up a little bit later just because they spoke to you and you help them to see themselves in a higher version or figure something out, change the perspective for the better, make this person a little bit better, add a little bit more juice and drop some jewels into their lives when you open your mouth to speak to them. If you're not using wisdom and intelligence and compassion and mercy, and you're not speaking life, shut the fuck up. In a nutshell, I know my father would not want me to say it. I mean, he probably would prefer if I said, shut your ass up. But I can only be Kenya. I could be somebody else, but this is not who I am. If I was talking to my friends and my sisters or somebody else really close to me, I would say, shut the fuck up then. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. If you can't make a situation better with your words, shut your ass up. It's okay to be silent, especially if you can't make the outcome better by what you say. It's okay to be silent. It's okay not to know what to say. But what's not okay is just to use your words just without any purpose at all. Just speaking without no intent. Speaking negativity and speaking death into situation. Using your words to hurt somebody, to weigh somebody else's spirit down. That shit's whack. And it's idiotic on your part because you get it back. Even if you call yourself being mad at somebody, you just feel like you gotta let this person know how mad you are at them because god damn they piss you off and anger you and make you mad. Well, no one can make you mad. You're in control of it. And if they can make you mad, then they are your master. They control you. You don't control you. So that's a deeper issue, and it ain't their fault. It's yours. But moving on, even if you feel like you have the right to. Now, I'm not saying you can't explain yourself or have a conversation with people where sometimes you might not agree. But you can still do that without speaking negative and without bearing somebody's spirits down, without speaking death to that situation. Somebody come to you for advice and you can't add a different level, take them to the next level with your words. Tell them you have nothing for them. You can't pour for an empty cup, right? If you don't have nothing in you, how you going to give something away? You ain't got it in you to give away in the first place. So don't just open your mouth just to be talking, saying some shit you heard somebody else say. You see your words are not having an impact. You've been trying it your way for how long? Try shutting the fuck up and waiting for your spirit to give you that wisdom that you need to always be making sure that when you do get in somebody's presence, when you do have to speak to another human being, when you dare open your mouth, you're speaking with compassion. You're speaking with wisdom. You're speaking in a way that because we talk now, you have a better understanding by what we said, but because of what we said, because of this conversation. You were able to motivate me. I was able to motivate you. We were able to speak positive into the situation. If you're not doing that, sit your little ass down and shut up. Because you can only hurt the situation. I know sometimes you think it's harmless when you just running off at the mouth. But baby girl, baby boy, that shit ain't harmless. Everything you say, you're responsible for. Everything you say, you are responsible for. Good, bad, or indifferent. And you need to understand that. You need to understand that this tongue is a mighty, mighty, mighty weapon. And you do not want to use these words in this tongue to tear somebody down. Because your simple ass gonna get it back. Simple as that. And that's not your purpose on this earth. That's not what you are here for. Right? So if you're not doing that, shut up. Especially as it relates to kids, right? I think now we live in a day where people call their kids bitches. Women call their daughters bitches. Fathers call their daughters bitches. That didn't happen when I was growing up. Mothers call their sons little motherfucker, little bastard. You little motherfucker, you shut up. Sit your stupid ass down. You said this to him from the time he was 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. By the time he 18, he don't graduate. Well, you've been calling him a stupid motherfucker his whole life. You surprised he didn't graduate? You spoke that. You put that in the universe with your words. You said it. You put that on him. You cursed him with those spelling words. You put that spell on him or her with your words. But you don't want to take no responsibility because you don't think your simple ass played a part in it when you played the biggest part. Because they believe what you tell them they are. Children I'm talking about. When they're younger, whatever you tell them they are, that's what they believe. You call this little girl a bitch all her life. Did she grow up and you get mad at her because you do shit bitches do? Well, that's all she know. That's all she's ever been told. Them are the only words that she's ever heard. That's what she grew up off of. Water rises to its own level, right? What do you think you're going to get from her? You have to be careful what you speak and what you say, especially around kids. Don't put your limited thinking on them. Just shut up. Just shut up. If you want to know what to say, if you want to make sure you're speaking the right things and you're always speaking life, ask the universe for assistance. Ask the Most High to give you that, to guide you, to have your spirit guide you to that. However you see yourself being in that higher version, that's possible for you. But until you get to that point, until you can open your mouth and speak with nothing but compassion and wisdom and intelligence, shut up. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Until you can get to the place where you have nothing but, all I have is light, love, and understanding for you when you come this way. Till you can get to that place, shut up. And if you're not always in that place, shut up until you are. Because I'm not always in the mood to give you that. And when I'm not, you won't hear from me. Because I don't want to be responsible for giving you anything else but that. So I'm not always in the best mood. And sometimes I know I'm not. And can't always say I necessarily always want to be like, yeah, I'm in a bad mood, I better change my energy. I just don't like staying in that place, so I will. But sometimes I just want to be left alone. And if I want to just be left alone, I might not always have the best version of me to give you and offer you. It might not be what you're looking for and what you expect, because in my mind and my spirit, I really just want to be left alone because I'm sorting some stuff out for myself. I'm trying to master myself and understand myself. And so sometimes I have to pull back from the world and not say anything to anybody. The people that know me and, now, my friends know me. They know that now. They know once I love you, I'll always love you. But sometimes I tap in and I tap out. I don't take my love with me. I leave my love there. So if I can't always be in that version of who you need me to be, because I won't always be, right? If I can't show up how I want to be perceived in the world, because aware of how I'm showing up in the world. And if I don't show up the way that I want to show up and I can't be at my best version, I will just pull back. For whatever reason, I need to tap out for right now, and I obey my spirit. Sometimes it's quiet time. Sometimes it's time to go back and reflect and judge only Kenya and critique Kenya and evaluate Kenya. Work some stuff out with Kenya. And I won't say anything else to anybody else. Because if you catch me in one of those moods, I don't necessarily know that I'm always going to be the nicest person. And I don't want to ever give you anything but, a good version of it. If I meet a stranger in a store, I don't. If I avoid them, it's only because I don't have the energy, or I'm not in that energy space to offer them a smile or say how you doing. I'm not gonna just walk past you and screw face you and not speak. I will avoid you first because I want every interaction with every human being that if I can control it to be a positive and productive one. I want to say she was like a little red sunshine when she walked past me. Oh, I remember her. She smiled at me as soon as I walked in the store. Oh, I remember that lady. She was the one that always said, how you doing? I don't want the other stuff. And so if it look like the other stuff is going to be there that day, then I will avoid you because I don't want to give you that, right? So if you don't have anything to add on, if you can't add to the situation and make it better, right? You can't help it. Don't hurt it. Just shut up. Because if you don't have the right things to offer, sometimes you can hurt it, especially with kids. Be mindful of what you say. And I see a lot of times parents do this, mothers and fathers. They'll see some things in their children that, that reminds them of the mother or the father that they don't necessarily like. And they'll say to the kid, you just like your mama. Or you just like your daddy. Your mama do this weird ass shit. Or your daddy do this. Or whatever. But all this kid has ever heard you say was negative words as it relates to that parent, right? So when you say, I'm just like her or I'm just like him, I don't feel good about myself. What are you doing? What are you doing with your words, idiot? You're speaking and putting all that negativity on that child. You're putting all them words and that thought and that subconscious that they ain't shit because their daddy ain't shit or their mama ain't shit, and they gonna be just like that. So what are they gonna aspire to be? Hopefully they got more sense to you and they can shake that weirdness off and they won't let it affect them. But for the kids that don't, it's pretty sad. And you don't want to ever take responsibility because you don't think you played the part. You think their life just happens the way it did. You don't think that your words and what you said played the part when it played a major part in it. Be mindful of what you're saying, guys. Words have energy. They have power. They have a frequency. And what happened when I said that man was dead when we thought he really, well, I thought he was. I don't know why I even thought it. But what happened is that energy was already in the universe. I had already tapped into his frequency of he was already gone when I said it. Actually, around the same time I said it, they said he was passing away, like around that same time frame. So that energy was already in the universe, and you had to just tapped into his frequency and just knew it without even knowing it. It was going to happen regardless, right? But you have to be mindful of what you say, guys. Be mindful of what you're putting out in the universe. Don't just talk just to be talking. If you don't have anything to add on that's going to make a situation better, shut your simple ass up. Even if I'm a big fan and I encourage talking to yourself and having a healthy relationship with yourself. And I think you should be your biggest cheerleader. I think you should be your biggest coach. And you should have enough to motivate yourself because you have it within you if you tap into yourself, right? You should be able to tap into your own power and pull yourself up by your bootstraps and get whatever goal you have for yourself accomplished. You should be able to do that on your own, right? But sometimes you're not always there. And sometimes you don't always have the right words for everybody, not even yourself. Don't even talk to you. Shut up. Don't you say a damn thing to you until you got something to uplift you. Don't even talk to yourself. Because what happens is this. If you're the type of person I always say, I ain't got this, I don't got that, I can't afford this, or I can't afford that. Guess what? You never will be able to. You will always find yourself in a position when you say that. Or, I'm sad, I'm depressed, guess what? You're always going to be depressed. If that's what you speak, if that's what you put into the universe, if those are the words that you use, if that's the frequency you put out there, it's coming right back to your ass, and you will find yourself always depressed. Always saying, I can't afford it. And you will never be able to afford it. I don't have it. I ain't got it. Your ass ain't gonna never got it. It's how you look at things and what you put in the universe, understanding that you are a creator of your own reality. What you say and what you think is what manifests and what becomes your reality. Your own thoughts become what you have right in front of you based on how you perceive it. Your own perceptions of things, your own thinking puts you in whatever position you are in life based off of you and your actions alone. I know you would like to blame other people, but that's another story. Be responsible for your words, people. Make sure you always putting the right shit out and speaking the right stuff. If you're not, shut up. Shut up. It's okay not to know. It's okay not to have anything to say. Silence, I'm told, is golden. Sometimes it's the best thing in the room. It's not talking, just being the one sitting back and listening. Be a student sometimes. Shut the hell up and get the lessons. Now, one more little thing. This is for you people who always think y'all got to check somebody. Who the hell your ass got to check? Oh, I'm mad at this person, and I just had to say it. You had to call them and say that, didn't you? You had to get on Facebook and give this person a piece of your limited, small thinking mind, didn't you? You just had to, because they wronged you and you needed to say that. Well, all of that negativity that you spoke, even if you feel like this person was responsible and deserved it and had it coming, unfortunately, it's simple. You got to get that back. So you don't match a bad deed with another bad deed, idiot. You're going to get it back. If what you do, instead of speaking whatever crazy words that you would normally attack that situation with, you speak life into it. You ask for this person's awareness. You ask for this person's understanding. You ask for this person's forgiveness. Ask for this person, whatever it is you request for yourself, ask for it from that person that you consider to be mad at that time. Because I will tell you this too. Whoever you call yourself being mad at, they now become your master, because you are no longer in control of your emotions. This person that you call yourself being mad at is now in control of your emotions. They can invoke whatever feeling they want to in you without you having any say-so about it, because they have more control over you. You think you're the one in control because you're the one doing all the cussing and yelling. No, fool. They are. And the sooner you realize that, the better off you will be. It's not up to you to get anybody back. It's not up for you to check nobody. Life will give everybody the lessons that they're supposed to get, right? So, and we're going to end this video right now. Be careful what you're speaking. Be careful what words you put out there in the universe. Understand that words have power and energy. You can speak life or death into a situation. Life being anything positive, anything that will add development and growth and understanding and awareness and enlightenment. Life in the tongue. Death being anything negative, anything that will bear somebody's spirit down, anything will burden somebody else's spirit, right? Anything that will hold somebody back or oppress somebody back based off of your words. Death. It's up to you how you use your words. It's called the law of free will, but understand, doesn't matter how you use them, good or bad, you're going to get it back. All right, I'm out. I hope that you were able to learn something in this video. Till the next time, be kind to the people that are around you guys. Be kind to them. Be merciful to these people that you are around, and compassion. Stop judging the fucking people that are around you all the time. That's not your place and your purpose. You can make an evaluation of a situation only if you plan on, after that evaluation, making it better, right? Taking it to the next level based off of your evaluation. But if you're just sitting around judging people and gossiping, running people's business down all day up, shut your ass down. You ain't, like, just shut the fuck up. Sit down and shut up, because you're not helping anybody like that, right? Don't nobody want to hear that. Even the people that you gossip with all the time, they'll act like they want to hear it. They don't want to hear that. And I got news for you. They don't want to hear this shit either all the time. I'm cool with it. But this is all I got to offer you because this is all I can be. I've tried being somebody else. That shit don't work for me. This is Kenya. This is my purpose. This is what I'm going to do. So, with that being said, I'm out. I love y'all. I'll talk to you in the next video. And it's easy for me to say that I love you without knowing you because I understand that we're all connected from one main source. I cannot love me without loving you. So that's very easy for me to say. To the next video, I'm out.